Previously on Formula One Super.
Watson takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Good work from the owner-drivers team this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
The Dutch Grand Prix, a war for the podium.
For years, the passionate Dutch fans have been easy to find trackside at races across Europe and throughout the world. Now, at long last, they have a Grand Prix to call their own. It's a warm welcome once again to all of our viewers in the Netherlands and around the globe as we get underway for the Dutch Grand Prix. Zandvoort circuit, 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with plenty of steep camber and elevation changes to keep our drivers on their toes throughout a 2.6-mile lap. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn one. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Watson, Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, and Verstappen, Norris, Perez, Ricciardo, and Pierre Gasly, Vettel, Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda, and Fernando Alonso, Raikkonen, Mick Schumacher, Esteban Ocon, and George Russell, Giovinazzi, Latifi, Mazepin, and Robert Schwartzman. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep the temps under control. DRS will be... Alright, we're seeing a loss of power from the turbocharger now. Loss of power on the turbo. Gap to car in front is 2.7 seconds. Okay, gap ahead is 3.2 seconds. Our gap to the car in front is 3.9 seconds. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. In this lap, push now. The gap to the car ahead is 3.7 seconds. Complete, go now. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Robert is coming in for his stop. Gap to car in front is 4.8 seconds. A teammate behind is 34.8 seconds. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, gap ahead is 5.7 seconds. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. You have P3. Leclerc is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 6.1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Perez behind. The gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Our gap to first place is 19.5 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. This is your final lap of the race. We're leading our teammate by 46.8 seconds. There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. Thank you for all your hard work out there. That was a strong drive and a good finish. Well done.
Many doubted whether they could pull off the win here in Zandvoort, but they have done, and done it in spectacular style. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Valtteri Bottas passes his rival to take over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Now, let's discuss, Ant, who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
Well, there was a lot of incredible driving out there today, Crofty, but if I had to pick someone, it's got to be Sergio Perez. Fantastic driving.
It's time to check out the Constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.